that there are two types of compounds, ionic compounds and molecular compounds. Now, how to write a formula for ionic compounds? So we are going to discuss now. Very important to discuss our topic. You must know from your periodic table charge on these elements. First group, all these elements have +1 charge. Second group, all these elements have +2 charge. Third group, all these elements have +3 charge. Fourth group, sometimes +4, sometimes -4. And fifth group, -3. Sixth group, -2, then -1, then 0. That's why we say it as 0 group, due to 0 charge. Okay, you must remember this one. Okay, I will give you only periodic table. Okay students, now how to write a formula. Here are some examples. Sodium oxide. Now listen it carefully. Now sodium, what is the symbol for sodium? Na. What is the charge on sodium? It is present in group 1, so it is +1. You will write it like this. And oxygen oxide, it is present in group number 6, so charge will be -2. Okay, when you write these symbols with their charge, then this 2 will come here, this 1 will come here. Na2O1. Usually we don't write this one, so you will erase it. So this is correct formula for Na2O, for sodium oxide. Okay, here Na2O. This is the formula for sodium oxide. Remember, you will write only numbers. Don't write plus and minus here down. Okay, another example, then you will easily understand. Calcium, Ca. What is the charge? +2.
+2.
Chlorine, group number 7, -1. So 1 comes here, 2 comes here. CaCl2. Okay, 1 we shall not write. So Ca1Cl2, but we will not write 1. So it is CaCl2. Don't write this plus and minus down, boys. Just number. Okay, lithium sulfide. Li +1 and sulfur S -2. Group number 6. 2 comes here, 1 comes here. So Li2S1, 1 we shall not write. So Li2S is the right formula. Any question? Okay. Okay, friends, now our next example. Potassium chlorate. So what is the symbol for potassium? K. It is +1. And chlorate. What should be the symbol for chlorate?
-2.
Here is the problem, boys. Listen it carefully. Now in first row here, it ends with IDE, IDE, IDE. If name of the compound ends with IDE, it means this element will be present in your periodic table. There are some exceptions we shall not discuss, because hydroxide, cyanide, it ends with IDE, but these are not present in your periodic table. But here, these chlorate, phosphate and sulfate, these are not present in your periodic table. There is a list of ions. You have to save that list of ions. Here it is. Here it is. This one. Boys, this table is very, very important. Left side, you must remember these. Very, very important. And from right side, cyanide, dichromate, permanganate and ammonium. You have to save only these.
All of it or only these 4?
From right side only these 4 and from left side all. Because this left side we shall also use in chapter number 4. Okay, now these ions are present there. So let's write our formulas. Okay, potassium K positive and chlorate
ClO3 minus 1.
ClO3 minus 1. Okay friends, if these charges are same with opposite sign, now 1 and 1, but here plus and here minus, these will be cancelled. So what is correct formula? KClO3. Very good. So it is potassium chlorate. Magnesium phosphate Mg plus 2, and phosphate present in the list, it is PO4 3 minus. 3 comes here, 2 comes here, so Mg3 PO4, here you will write 2. Now don't write it MgPO8, it's wrong, because this 2 plus 2, this 2, it is for both P and O, P and O4. So you have to write a bracket and then write 2. It is Mg3PO4 and here 2. And how to read we will discuss later. Aluminium sulfate. Aluminium. What is the charge on aluminium?
SO or minus 2.
Sulfate SO4 minus 2. Good. This 2 comes here, this 3 comes here. So Al2SO4 thrice. Okay, 3. Okay, friends, now how to read this? If here it is 2, you will say it is twice. Twice. And here it is thrice. How will you read? Mg3PO4 twice. Al2SO4 thrice. If 4, yes, any student? Very good, excellent boys. If 4, then it is 4 times. If 5, it is 5 times. Then 6 times, 7 times, 8 times. We usually use twice and thrice just for 2 and 3 respectively. With all others, we will use times. 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. Excellent, young man. Good. Okay, friends. Let's move to next examples. Okay, friends, one thing more. Here, now you see this is sodium, this calcium, this is lithium, potassium, magnesium, aluminium. These are normal elements. But if I ask you from these transition elements, okay, friends, now here you see, is there any charge on these elements? If I give you any element, suppose I ask you what is the formula of iron chloride, how can you write? Do you know the charge on this iron?
No.
So, very good. Okay, friends, if there will be a transition element here, can you see this screen?
Yes.
Yes. So for transition elements, charge will always be given in brackets like this. This 2 means this is charge on this iron. So Fe, what is the charge given here? Plus 2. And chloride, it is present in periodic table 1. So 1 comes here, 2 comes here. FeCl2. Okay. What should be its formula? Iron 3 chloride. So 3 will be the charge on iron. Fe3 and chloride Cl minus 1. 1 comes here, 3 comes here. FeCl3. Good. And chromium, suppose I say chromium 3 sulfate. So chromium plus 3 and SO4 sulfate minus 2. 2 comes here, 3 comes here. Cr2 SO4 thrice. Copper 2 sulfate. Cu plus 2 and SO4 minus 2. Plus 2 and minus 2 both are same, so will be cancelled. So CuSO4 is the right formula. Yes, boys, any question?
No, it's all clear.
That's so good. That's good. Okay. Another example. Write the formula of magnesium nitride. Very simple, boys. Mg plus 2 and N minus 3. So 2 comes here, 3 comes here. Mg3 and 2. This is your formula. we have discussed how to write a formula. If a formula is given, how to write the name of the compound? Yes, chemical nomenclature. If I give you formula, how to write a name? For example, KBr, Al, Cl3, Li2s. Another example, Mg, CO3, CaCrO4, and Na2. Okay, Na2SO4. Okay, friends, how to write a name? Now there are 3 steps. You must follow these steps. What is first step? You should know how many elements present in a compound. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 3. So we have 2 options. If 2 elements present, if more than 2 elements present, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. Okay. Now, if 2 elements are present, then you will write the name of first element. What is K? Potassium. You will write the name of second element and end it with IDE. It is bromine, it becomes bromide. Very good, bromide. Now here it is Al, aluminium.
Chloride.
It is chlorine, it becomes
Chloride. Or chloride.
chloride. Very good, aluminium chloride. Now it is
Lithium.
very good, lithium. It is sulfur, it becomes sulfide. Sulfide. Okay, now if more than 2 elements present, then how will you write its answer? Okay, friends, you will write the name of first group. Let me erase this because you will be confused. Okay, here it is. Okay, you will write the name of first group, first element, that is magnesium. Now next, all these have some special name. How will you find? From the list of ions. CO3, its name is carbonate, so it is magnesium carbonate. Okay, now what should be its name? It is calcium. What should be its name?
Perchlorate.
Chromate. Now this one?
Sodium.
Very good. Sodium. And this one?
Sulfide.
Sulfate. Because SO4 is sulfate. Yes, boys. Clear this one? Naming nomenclature is very easy. Just write the name of first element, and if only 2 elements, then end with IDE. If more than 2 elements, write the complete name from the list. Okay, friends, if I give you a formula of transition element, then how will you do that one? How will you write its name? For example, I ask you a question, what is the name of FeBr2? What is the name of FeBr3? How many elements present here?
2.
2. Good. How many elements here?
3.
2. La ya Shabab. How 3? One is iron, one is bromine. Here iron and bromine. So in both cases there are two elements. It means it will end with IDE. This is first thing. So what I told you, iron,
Bromide.
Br, bromide. Now it is iron,
Bromide also.
Bromide.
bromide. Now it is FeBr3, it is FeBr2, both have same name. No, how is it possible? Formula is different, name must be different.
Tribromide.
Very good, excellent. But here, if transition element present, then you will write the charge in brackets. What is the charge on this iron? 2. How?
2.
This is the charge of this iron. So iron 2 bromide. Here this 3 is the charge of this iron. So it is iron 3 bromide. It is iron 2 bromide. It is iron 3 bromide.
Doctor,
Yes, boys. Yes.
if 2 or 3 was minus, how I wrote it?
No, it is always positive because metals always positive.
Always.
Okay.
The
Yes,
transition
always,
metals
always.
is always positive.
Yes, metals always positive, young man. Always. Non-metals negative. Any other question?
Doctor, can you repeat?
Yes. Now, question from one of your friends. Then it is positive or negative? It is always positive. Because why? Because metal always form positive ion. All these metals we have discussed before, all these have positive charge. Metal will always form positive ion. So it will be always positive. This 2, this 3, this 4, 5, 6, whatever in the bracket, it is always positive. Okay. Any other question, boys? Okay. Here we have another example. So they have already, okay. Cr2S3. What should be its name? Yes, any student?
From sulfide.
Chromium 3 sulfide. Look, it is chromium. You will write chromium. Now it is sulfur, it becomes sulfide. But this chromium is a transition element. So you will write the charge in bracket. Here, this 3 is the charge of this chromium. So chromium 3 sulfide. Don't write this 2 because this 2 is the charge of this sulfur. And don't write charge for second element. Only write charge for transition element.
Just for the
Yes,
transition?
boys. Yes? Sorry, again?
Just write for the transition element.
For the transition. Yes. Just write for the transition element, not for other elements. Okay?
I have a question, doctor.
Yes. Ask me question.
How does the
Answer is
iron,
already here.
how does the iron
Yes.
have two different numbers?
How the iron has different numbers?
Yes.
Like this? Okay, students, when we see this iron, we shall discuss in chapter number 7, but I will tell you now. Its structure is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d6. Why? Because there is 26 electrons. Now what happens here? Sometimes iron loses these 2 electrons. It becomes +2. But sometimes when you heat it more, then it also loses 1 electron from D. So 2 electrons from here, 1 electron from here, it becomes +3. Clear this one?
Yes.
Yes. But we shall discuss in our chapter number 7. Good question. No question? Okay. So from this list, I told you, you must know, you must save these. Okay. Let's have one more example. Here, what should be its name? Copper nitrate. Very good. You must write 2. Why? Because it is Transition element.
transition.
Copper to nitrate. Excellent. Okay. It is
Okay, doctor.
potassium. Yes.
How I know if it's a transition metal?
Oh, who is listen? I told you here. This is our periodic table. Look at this table. We have discussed these are transition elements. Can you see this one?
Yes.
These are transition elements. These in the center, in the middle, these are transition elements. When I give you any element from these elements, can you see this one?
Mm-hmm.
All students, can you see?
Yes, yes.
Good, good. Okay. So if I give you any element from this part, it means these are transition elements. Okay, but these are normal elements. We have already discussed here. Now, these are normal elements, S and P block. This one and this one. But these D and F, these are transition elements. Okay. Now, any other question? Yes, Maud.
Thank you, doctor.
It's okay.
Yes, yes.
Maud, clear? Okay. Yes. Okay. We were discussing about this. So it is copper to nitrate. Okay. Next is it is K potassium. Dihydrogen phosphate. Its complete name is dihydrogen phosphate. It is written in your book, so don't worry. It is ammonium. ClO3 is chlorate. So ammonium chlorate. You can find all answers are here. Okay, answers are there. Okay. Okay, so cesium sulfide CS plus 1, S minus 2, 2 comes here, 1 comes here, CS2, S. Cesium sulfide. Okay, calcium phosphate, calcium charge is plus 2 and phosphate PO4 minus 3, 3 comes here, 2 comes here, CH3, PO4 twice. Any question? So we have already discussed. These are very basic and simple.